Hey Knights, Kniraven here. Today I'm going to be comparing New World and Final Fantasy XIV PvP. Some of this information might actually surprise you. When can you begin PvP? While you can begin PvP at level 10 in New World, it'll be a long grind before your level and gear allow you to truly compete in any way whatsoever. Unless you're hopping onto a fresh server, most players flagged will be level 60, and even when you do hit level 60, you're not out of the woods yet. New World has something called expertise, which basically amounts to Destiny 2's light level mechanic, except even more of a grind. Fresh level 60s may as well be running around with armor made of wet tissue paper. So if you want to get into the competitive PvP scene, you're going to have to invest some time. In Final Fantasy XIV, your ability to PvP begins a little bit later, at level 30, but you can be competitive immediately. All players, per class, are set to the same statistics, scores, and available skill sets when participating in PvP. This leaves players' skill, party composition, and ping as the only deciding factors. If you want to try out Final Fantasy PvP, it won't require much time investment. It took me 2 days to get in the PvP rankings. How do PvP customization and balance impact players? New World allows players to customize their build, stat attribution, armor type, weapons, and skills. Players can strategize and come up with custom builds that mechanically outperform those of their opponents. Players can also gain the upper hand through time investment, having higher expertise than other players they face. This is a big part of the experience for many, but meta always becomes prevalent. Certain builds are more optimal, and those who don't adhere to the meta will be at a disadvantage. This means that reaction time, insight to your opponent's next move, and knowledge of contest mechanics are not as important as they otherwise might be. Instead, there's an emphasis on grinding to achieve the best gear set, the items that are best in slot, at least until new content is released or there are balance changes. Again, this is desirable to many. It means that those who are most invested will be able to dominate their competition and/or be a greater contributor to their team's success. In contrast, because Final Fantasy puts everyone on an equal playing field, games truly are a contest of knowledge, reaction time, teamwork, and skill. There are other factors, of course, such as party composition or ping, which mostly come down to luck, but those factors are not unique to Final Fantasy. It is less possible for a single player to carry an entire team to victory. The balance between players lessens the impact of individual contributions in favor of team coordination. Many players will prefer this to being crushed by the overwhelming force of a higher-geared opponent you can't compete with. However, others will become frustrated if placed within and held back by a less skilled or competent team. PvP modes. New World has opt-in open-world PvP, a 1v1 dueling system, a 50v50 war mode, where one faction sieges another's fort to own territories on the world map, 3v3 matchmaking, and a 20v20 King of the Hill mode with 3 capture points. Once they hit level 60, anyone can queue up for the 20v20 or 3v3 modes from anywhere at any time. Each PvP mode has a single map, which is unfortunate. Final Fantasy has a 1v1 dueling arena. It has a 24v24v24 three-way faction battle that has 4 different possible maps, each with different win condition objectives. This could be capturing control points, gathering resources, or just killing the enemy team. It also has a 24v24 PvP mode with siege vehicles that has 2 possible maps, one with a win condition of destroying the enemy base, and the other with a win condition that involves resource gathering. Final Fantasy XIV's most popular PvP mode is a 5v5 capture the flag mode called Crystalline Conflict, where teams compete to occupy the space surrounding a large crystal. When only members from your team occupy the zone of the crystal, it moves forward toward the enemy base and spawn point. Your team wins by delivering the crystal to the enemy spawn point. Crystalline Conflict has 4 different possible maps with interactive obstacles and mechanics. Once they hit level 30, anyone can queue up for the 5v5 or 24v24 modes from anywhere at any time. In New World, flagging for open world PvP enables a 10% experience bonus as well as luck and gathering bonuses for farming. PvP participation of any form progresses you on a PvP track where RNGesus has a chance to grant you a variety of rewards. The most desirable of these rewards are unique titles, emotes, and debatably the named PvP gears. Final Fantasy XIV, there's a large variety of achievements and titles to work towards, with clearly defined rewards, such as glamour skins, mounts, emotes, housing items, and more for successfully completing them. Players can unlock special graphic assets to enhance and add personality to their custom character portraits, which are displayed before every match, or can be viewed by any player who clicks on you. Each PvP season, there are new special rewards and unique skins to earn, as well as a seasonal player ranking system which can be viewed through the game's website or app. Each game has a unique draw, and I'm tempted to say that they appeal to different types of players, however, I'm not sure that's actually the case. I myself enjoy both for different reasons, and I'm betting a lot of you will too. New World's action combat has a higher skill cap, which combined with the heavy grind makes for a significant disparity between players. This feels great when I'm at one end of the gap, and terrible when I'm on the other. The dream of being OP and slaughtering my fellow players motivates me to stay on that grind and practice my combos. Creating a unique attribute armor and weapon build makes me feel cool and special. Final Fantasy XIV's PvP is refreshing and satisfying, knowing that I can just pop on at any time and be on an equal playing field with my opponents. I don't have to grind for weeks or months to catch up to anyone, and I can track my progress through the ranking system. The player portraits and PvP rewards make me feel like I've earned something. If you play Final Fantasy, I can't necessarily recommend you invest the time necessary to try out the PvP scene in New World and figure out if it's for you. However, if you're a New World player or anyone else, I definitely do recommend trying out Final Fantasy's PvP. Questing to level 30 is a short and easy time investment, which will yield you hours upon hours of fun just hopping on to relax in PvP.